G'day, fan power, how you all doing, peeps? An alternative to the, read it, BSPA. We know what they're like. They don't like criticism, and they don't like doing anything unless it's for themselves. For the few, not the many, right? But I've got an alternative. I've not heard it in the circles of all the social media pages. So I've come up with this idea, and it's for the fans. Now, this alternative is Nora Speedway. As we all know, Martin Widman and Barry Bishop of the Isle of Wight pulled out of the BSPL because of let's just say, they're hopeless at running our great sport. The only good thing they are doing is running it into the ground. Now, bear with me, folks. Right, we've got enough facilities to start up a breakaway league. Let me explain. We have the Isle of Wight, Kent Kings, Sittingbourne or Lydd. We have Lakeside. We have Eastbourne. We have Rye House. We have Swindon. We have Buxton. We have Newcastle. Maybe even Coventry. And if there's any other tracks around doing nothing. Now, why can't we all get together as fans, break away from those people and start up and put a business plan together and sort out all the environmental bits and bobs that people don't want to hear about Speedway, one being noise, right? And why can't we do that, fans? Let me just run something else past you. There's enough defunct clubs that don't have facilities to all come together, right? Now, let's just take Boston, just up the road from Kings Lynn. If they ever got together and found some land and went in the BSPL, well, they wouldn't get that far because they wouldn't be allowed. Keith Chapman wouldn't allow it, right? Because he'd be taking fans out of his gate. Let me just take Cradley, for instance, and Wolves. Probably about 10% of Cradley fans go to Wolves. So if Cradley was to come back, do you think the BSPA would allow Cradley to come back and take all the crowd away from CVS? No, of course not, folks. Of course not. It wouldn't happen. So there's an alternative to the BSPL. Nora. Right. Now, the other bit I want to talk about is fans, fan power. This is why I started it all up, folks. And this is now happening on my doorstep. There's lots of Cradley fans who support West Bromwich Albion. And this guy here has used assets to prop up other businesses that belong to the Albion, the supporters. Right? Now, this is what your promotions do, but not in millions, in hundreds of cash, pounds. And this is what I keep saying, folks. The sport's dying. And when we speak out, they push us to one side and tell us to shut up. Not me. This is what's going on in your sport. Right? Now the fans have found this out. We need you, supporters, to come together to say this is not right. This is a sport first, not a business. Not a business for them. And think about our Speedway, folks. Fans aren't coming back. They're dropping off like flies. They see the debacle, what happened at Sheffield and happened at lots of other clubs where meetings are called off for no reason. One ambulance instead of two. It's all penny pinching so they can make a bit of money. No promoter doesn't make money. They'll say they make losses, but that's just a technical term is what they say to make us believe, oh, there's no money in it. There's money in it, folks, because nobody can lose money. It's just the way they do it, which is unethical, which is why we need a governing body. Right, folks? And these are some of the what the fans are saying. Let's do a large boycott. Well, if we did that at maybe some shared events that the BSPA put out, we could start then to have a say. If the Albion fans can do it, and this is one club, why can't all of us in Speedway do it? Because these people ain't interested on us. All they want is the money out of your back pocket. What are you waiting for, folks? Albion fans can do it. And don't forget, this is just one club. There was a group of people who started up Supporters Direct years ago, and they've saved over 200 sporting clubs. You've heard it all before, I keep telling you. Right? And this is happening now, which is why I'm reporting on it. So why can't we do it? It's down to you, folks. It's your sport, not theirs. Anyway, fans, that was Fan Power talking about Nora and a breakaway league. Because we've got the facilities. Just need some business plans, some business people, and do it for the many, not for the few like these people are doing. Oh, and by the way, Christopher Van Straten of Wolves hasn't returned those race jackets that he's stolen from the 200 Club from HSST. I'd just like to put that in there because I'll keep doing it. And at the end of the month, I'll send him an email and a text message asking if he would like to return them. Because years ago, as some people know, Crayley shut down. It's because of what I keep trying to tell you, which is I proved. And this is why they shut it down. But going back then, I emailed CVS to ask if he would like to come with his other two wise monkeys to come and have a fans forum with me on stage, and we can ask questions about the accounts that they submitted and what I found out afterwards. Guess what? Didn't get anything back. You've got to stop believing in these promoters because they're lying to you and you're all falling for it. It's not good, folks. Speedway is going to be gone soon. It's going to be no good at all. And you fans have allowed it to happen on your watch because you're not passionate like these Albion fans and all the other clubs that I could mention. It's your sport, folks. Your sport, folks. And on that note, thank you very much for listening. See you soon on the next Fan Power. Good day, folks.